Hi, welcome to Gibb's Adventures. What I want to show on my YouTube channel is different aspects of living a rural life. I'm a trapper. I've been trapping for more than 35 years, and I'm really happy to share my adventures out here on the trapline with you. But I also do a lot of other things. In the summertime, I pick blueberries. I have a little bandsaw sawmill that I cut logs on. So I want to be able to show on my YouTube channel different aspects of living a rural life and what it means to people around you.
So getting ready to go in the bush today. Gonna pick up my daughter first at university, and then she's gonna help me again with my vlogging. Blogging is if you write it. Vlogging is when you make a video of it. So I'm learning all kinds of new stuff. So off today on an adventure. Hopefully it was as good as the last one we have. Very terrible day today. All kinds of snow. At least the temperature's warmed up. It's been as cold as minus 33 the last few days. So I picked a warm day, but unfortunately it's really snowing very hard today. So should be interesting. Talk to you later.
So welcome today. Got kind of a blustery day going here, and I just wanted to take a second and point out something that's really important. When you're traveling with your trailer and your Skidoo, it's really important to have a cover. This is all salt spray that's on here, and if it gets inside of the cab of the snow machine, it's very corrosive. It'll rust your machine unbelievably fast. So I always recommend to guys to put a cover on the machine like that. If you can look, I have a little canopy cover and you can see everything that's built up on it, but that's all rust that would get in the machine and really cause a problem. The box. So when you come in to check your sets all the time, it's really important you bring fresh bait with you every time, because you might not have a catch, and if you look at this set, it's not disturbed, but I can tell there's no bait left in it. So when I take the branches away and you look in the set, you can see that all that's left in there is a bone. So very, very important all the time to bring in fresh bait to your sets. There's mice, there's squirrels, there's weasels, there's all kinds of animals that are going to get into the set and eat your bait. And without making sure you have fresh bait, you're basically out here for nothing. This box, for whatever reason's 100 plus yards in the bush, too far for an old guy like me. So I prefer to make one trip. My favorite trap for Marten, the Skidoo 2001-5. Again, I always try to do my best to prevent catching non-targets, and you can see it, especially in this case, they're feeding in the back and they're not getting in the front. Good to go. The snow's getting so deep, I should start bringing my snowshoes. Makes a nice trail, and it's easy to snare foxes in your trail when they like to take the easiest path there with the snowshoes. This way here, they're a little bit afraid of man tracks, but if I use snowshoes, the fox will run back and forth on my trail here. Last time in, we had a Marten in this exact set, and I said there was fresh tracks. So here we are, we have another one. Again, being ready. I take my branches off. I can quickly pull out my trap because it's on a clip. Really important that the animal, you notice how the animal was hanging there? It's not touching the tree, it's not touching the ground. It gives me more time from somebody else trying to come in and chew on it. It happens all the time, especially if it touches the ground or if it gets up against the tree. The other problem that'll happen is if you have the wrong type of tree, like a balsam, and the marten gets up against the tree, he can sometimes get a lot of pitch on him. And I hear guys talk all the time about how to get pitch out. And later on, as I develop my channel, I'll show you guys how to get the pitch off a marten. Okay, so really important when you make a catch is to have something to put the catch in so it doesn't rub and bang on your machine. You can actually cause some damage by not storing it properly, banging around in the box if you go for quite a few miles. So I like to have a pack sack or even a fur bag, and I just put the animal inside. He's frozen. I can't take him out of the trap. If I try to take him out of the trap, I'm going to break him. So what I want to do is have something really good to store it, and then I can bungee cord it right to the top of my box here like this. And that where there it stops it for rubbing. These are wolf tracks, and if you look over my shoulder here, I have a marten box, and they're smelling the lure, and they're walking back and forth in here checking it out. So, good place probably to set up for a wolf bait for snaring wolves here, because they're really interested in that set. So here, the wolves, this is the same pond I was just showing the tracks earlier, but these are all wolf tracks. And you can see a beaver house out there, and you can look, if you look at the very top of the house, there's a vent on it, so you know it's a live house. But another trick to know that the wolves will go to every active beaver house in the area, checking it out, looking for beaver. In open water in the fall, beaver is one of their main preys. And in March, when the beaver start breaking out sometimes, because they've been under the ice for 4 or 5 months, they'll break out and the wolves come back, and that's why they're checking. If they can catch a beaver away from the house, they'll kill it and eat it. Sometimes when you're out in the bush, you'll see otter trails. That's an otter trail going by here. You can see where they slid for quite a ways. And what that otter's doing, or family of otters is doing, is they're going from one pond to the next. We're on our way to what I call third pond. We're just left Long Pond, and that's where those otter are heading. You can actually set for them here, but you don't know how often they're going to pass. But they will pass exactly in the same place again. If they only come by once every month, it's a long time to have a trap ready, but the otter will pass by again in exactly the same trail. Had a great day out in the line today. Picked up another nice prime winter marten. The conditions are kind of interesting today. It's been snowing. I've already cleaned my driveway once, and I guess now that I'm back home again, I'll be doing it up again. But till next time, good luck. Talk to you later. Bye. So when you build a YouTube channel, one of the things you want people to do is like your videos and then be a subscriber. It helps. The more likes you get, the higher your rating gets, the more people see it. And if you subscribe to it, then people look at it and say you're pretty serious about what you do. So if you can like my channel and subscribe to it, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Let's go.